minute. I was down in Florida visiting my brother who was snowbirding in Florida for the winter. And it was the feast of Mary Mother of God, our feast day, on New Year's Eve. So decided we'd go to that Mass, the first Mass. Now the church is maybe 30% bigger than this massive building. I'm going to assume 1,300, 1,400. We hold about 1,000 if it's packed, okay? I'm thinking going in, maybe if, the diehards go on the holy days, Let me tell you something. There was about 1,400 to 1,500 people in this church. I had trouble getting a seat. That's how crowded. TVs on all the walls, the pipes, so people can see the words. I'm looking around. I had trouble. This is on a holy day, not on Sunday. A holy day. I had trouble getting a seat. Much bigger than our 4 o'clock Mass. They tell me that they have an armed guard take the collection. That's how. There's just so many people. And I'm looking around, and I can't believe there's this many people on a holy day. But then I came to a realization. I was the youngest person in the building. I was. I'm looking around, she's 70, she's 80, he's 70. Well, there's not many men left. The men are long dead by 70, 80. It's mostly women. I'm thinking, I thought they were going to come up to me and say, hey, youngster, will you serve Mass? We need an altar boy. Get up there. I felt like the fountain of youth. Why aren't the young people there? There's some young people. Florida, like ourselves, has a lot of old people. There gotta be some young people. I saw a school. Why aren't they in church? It's a very important question. I can see maybe 2 people under 30 in the building right now. Maybe 2. Why is that? And there's an answer. And it's an important answer. It kind of helps us understand the gifts of the Magi. Every young person, I suppose, has their own reason that religion doesn't connect, whatever the religion. But some of it is, we're the NFL. We're the no-fun league. That's how religion is perceived. Thou shalt not. Thou shalt not excessively drink, carouse, party, premarital sex, etc. Things you're not supposed to do. Lie, steal, cheat. Younger people have, more fun than old. They just do. Or you go to church and they tell you that the holy person is the one who gives away his money. The rich young man is told to give it all away. And he walks away. He does not give it away. He leaves. He does not come back. Think about that. And in the gospel, you come to church, it tells you to make up with the person who hurt you. Young people are often hurt very deeply. There's no worse pain than a broken heart. Most of us have been there. And Jesus says, forgive that person. It's almost like a young person almost must feel like a hypocrite when they come to church because they're told to do things that they struggle to do and maybe are not doing. Think about that. That's why we don't see them, in part. But the answer is found right there. Right there. Why we bring up incense? Why does the baby need incense? He doesn't, but we do. I use the incense. Okay, I take whatever you offer to God today, and that's what the guys will bring up. The gifts come up, and the money, whatever you got to give. And I am a priest. There's only ever been one priest. That was Jesus. He offered everything for us on the cross. His love is perfect. I take whatever you give, whatever I have to give, and I offer that to God. For you, I stand up there in your place and offer it to God. Here, Lord, here's what my people had to give today. Whatever happened last week, ups and downs, I give that to God. And then God, not me, I'm just a guy standing here. The Holy Spirit changes the bread and wine into his life, himself. And that gives us grace so that I can do what the myrrh symbolizes, and that is be healed. Because when you get the grace of the Eucharist, and maybe the young people aren't here, but I realize that when do I feel my best? It's when I give away. On Christmas, I feel happier with the gifts I give than any gift I get. I gave away some sweaters to a clothing drive. They're okay, they're nice, heavy. I just don't wear them. That made me feel so good. It's in giving that we receive. But you see, you need the Eucharist to remind you of that. And what makes you feel better than when you patch up a broken relationship? You can feel healing go from head to toe. Some of us have been there and done that. And if you think religion is about the no fun league, it's when you resist temptation that you show your true character. And you realize, I'm better than doing that. I'm above that. And with the grace of the Eucharist, I'm healed of that temptation. The temptation's not going to go away. There will always be temptation. But the grace of the Eucharist that I get from the altar gives me the power to say no to that thing, to that person. And the young people got to be here to hear that and receive that grace. It's hard. It's very hard. But it's got to start here. You know, some people say, Father, you know why all those people are there? They're all old, retired people. They have nothing else to do. I might say they've learned there's nothing more important to do than to get Eucharist, to receive Christ, to be better than they thought they could be. Let us stand, my friends, so profess our faith in all.